The Nokia Lumia 1020 is a unique phone, and so it deserves a unique review. It brings the enormous 41 megapixel camera finally to Windows Phone. So does it live up to the hype? What about the rest of the phone? So let's get everything out of the way first to get to the important bit, and why you are most likely watching this, the camera. The Lumia 1020 might have a huge camera attached to its back, but it's still a very good looking phone. Crafted from a single piece of polycarbonate plastic, with a matte finish this time around, it weighs 158 grams, which is much lighter than the Lumia 920. It's also thinner at 10.4mm at its waistline, and the Gorilla Glass 3 panel curves seamlessly into the body, N9-esque, and also has tapered edges at the top and bottom. You will need to get used to holding it though, because of the camera crater, which makes it top heavy. The Lumia 1020 has the same screen found on the Lumia 925, a 4.5-inch AMOLED display, with a resolution of 720 by 1280, and it offers great contrast, viewing angles and sunlight legibility. This is one of the best displays out there. Shame it's not a 1080p unit, due to Windows Phone 8 restrictions. When it comes to performance, the Lumia 1020 runs very smoothly. Typical of a Windows Phone 8 handset, even on the run-of-the-mill dual-core Snapdragon S4 processor, clocked at 1.5 GHz. You won't find lag or stuttering anywhere on the OS, although it isn't the fastest out there in terms of opening applications. The phone never feels slow. Windows Phone 8 is, well, Windows Phone. Customizable live tiles on the home screen, Metro design language on every turn, and the same very personal experience, and OS limitations. Apps are still not on par with Android or iOS, but they are growing steadily, with most famous apps available on the platform. And then of course there's the camera, but we're coming to that in a bit. The 1020 has an internal memory of 32 GB, which is unfortunately not expandable. 32 GB should be enough for most users, but camera-centric people would much prefer having a micro SD card slot. The Lumia 1020 has a 2000 mAh battery, which should last you a day of moderate usage. Unfortunately though, it's not removable. If you plan on taking a lot of pictures, you might want to use the camera grip, which adds 1020 mAh to the capacity of the phone. And you will want that, because taking pictures drains the battery pretty quickly. The Lumia 1020 might have the best camera for a phone, but it takes 3 to 4 seconds to capture a shot. You will find out why in a bit. The Lumia 1020 has a massive 41 megapixel camera, with an aperture of f2.2, xenon flash, LED flash and optical image stabilization. It captures both full res and oversampled 5 megapixel images at the same time. So why 41 megapixels you ask? Let me show you why. I'll take this shot and then I'll open the 41 megapixel or 38 megapixel shot and I'll zoom in. And as you can see the Mizany logo. Let me zoom out to show you how far I've been zooming in. Thanks to the huge sensor, you can zoom in up to 3 times without losing quality before taking a picture, and up to 4 times while shooting 1080p videos. But what brings this camera to life is the Nokia ProCam. Nokia did an excellent job integrating all the manual settings into this app, and making it easy to use. You see changes real time as you play around with the dials, and it even tells you when you're about to mess up a shot. The settings include manual focus, shutter speed, ISO, white balance and exposure. If you feel lost or overwhelmed, you can play around with the tutorial. It will help, trust us. So enough talking, let's show you what this camera is capable of. Video recording is also one of the Lumia 1020's greatest assets. Thanks to OIS and lossless zoom, your results will be stunning. It even offers extensive settings to play around with how you want the mics to perform. Oh, and by the way, it has top-notch mics, unrivaled right now. Nokia proved once again that when it comes to imaging capabilities, nothing else comes close. To put things in perspective, the only phone that can compete with the 1020's camera capabilities is Nokia's own 808 PureView. But what about the rest of the phone? You get with the camera a slim phone, with great build quality and fast performance. But if you're looking for the latest and greatest specs, you're out of luck. Is the Lumia 1020 a niche product aimed at photographers? Maybe. But that doesn't change the fact that it's the only no-compromise smartphone providing excellent camera qualities, into an everyday smartphone that isn't an abomination.